Hello, welcome again. We are covering the subject compressible fluid flow for civil services mains, IFS and GATE aerospace exam. So here we have solved two questions based on oblique shock. In first question, the Mach number was 3, pressure was 1 atmosphere, temperature was 288 Kelvin, and the angle theta or deflection angle was 20 degrees. Okay, and we calculated P2, T2, M2, P02 and T02. In the second question, if theta was increased to 30 in first part to 30 degree, what will happen to pressure and Mach number? And second part, if Mach number is increased to 5, what will happen to pressure and Mach number? So in first question we got the value of Mn1 as 1.839, beta 37.8, and pressure ratio as 3.783 or pressure as 3.783 atmosphere. Okay. And in second part or in second question of in second question in the first part we got beta um, as 52 because theta was 30 degree, and Mn1 as 2.364 which is more than previous Mn1, pressure as 6.276, and in second part when Mach number was increased then Mn was 2.5, P2 was 7.125 and M2 was 2.95, and the shock sorry the Mach number after shock was 0.516. So these were the data. So now we'll see the basic variations. So here the basic variations are: first variation, anything that increases normal component of Mach number ahead of shock Mn1 increases the strength of the shock. So in question number 2, in both the cases the pressure was more as compared to in question number first because Mn1 was more. In the first part Mn1 was increased by increasing the wave angle beta because beta was here 52 degrees as compared to the first question when that was 20 degrees, because here beta was increased because of this theta increase in theta. So increase in theta will result in increase in beta, and which will result in increase in Mn1. Mn1 was increased by increasing the wave angle beta. In turn, the increased beta was brought about by increasing theta. In the second part, Mn1 was increased by increasing M1. Mn1 was again increased, but now the region was increasing M1, which was 3 in the first question and 5 in the second part of the second question. Although the wave angle beta decreases because beta now corresponding to M5 theta 20 comes out as 30 degrees. Okay, sorry, here it also comes out as 30 degree, beta comes out as 30 degree, so which is less than 37.8. So it means Mn1 is increasing but beta is increasing. So the reason for increasing Mn1 is here is not the beta, but reason for increasing Mn1 is M1. Okay, but here beta tends to reduce Mn1, but the value of M1 increases Mn1, but so the net result is to increase Mn1 because this effect is more prominent. Okay. So in second part Mn1 was increased by increasing M1, although the wave angle beta decreases in this case, which works to reduce Mn1. The increased value of M1 which works to increase Mn1 more than compensates. So this has prominent effect and net results in greater Mn1. So in both the cases Mn1 is increasing. In first case it is due to increasing theta, and in second case it is increasing due to increase in m1. Okay. So if we increase, it means general rule is second part. If we increase theta keeping m1 constant as we have done in first part, the shock wave becomes stronger because mn1 is more, shock wave and pressure ratio is more. So mn1 becomes, sorry, the shock wave becomes stronger, and beta will also increase in the first case. Okay. So if we increase theta, the beta will increase, m1 will also increase. That is the reason to increase mn1. Okay. And in the second case, we increased m1 keeping theta constant. So it increased mn1 but reduced beta, but this fact was more prevalent. So general rule is, if we increase m1, the mn shock will become stronger and beta will decrease, and if we increase theta keeping m1 constant, the shock wave becomes stronger but beta will decrease. Opposite effects are there for beta as we increase theta or we increase m1. If we increase theta, beta will increase. If we increase m1, beta will decrease. But in both the cases, the shock becomes stronger. So that is the general rule. Because here the effect of m1 is more prominent as compared to decrease in beta. Here theta increases, beta increases, mn1 will always increase. Okay, here there is no reduction point. Here there is one reduction point, that is beta, but this provides slight reduction as compared to this m1. So m1 results in large reduction. So the net result is to increase mn1 and make the stroke stronger.